of my life.
Tomorrow, twerking, he'll do and steal anything.
What happened, Dr. Phil?
You allowed him to steal from you to the point that you lost your home?
That's her problem, not my problem.
Are you willing to go home and sell everything that he bought with this stolen money?
No, I'm not walking around naked.
They'll give you a jumpsuit in prison.
Tomorrow. Then on Thursday, terrorized by technology.
You're sitting at home, and then all of a sudden, a voice starts talking to you, and they know your name.
It was the scariest day of my life.
Home security cameras hacked.
I walked down my stairs, and I saw my daughter. I heard these voices, "We know your daddy's not home." I was terrified to stay in that house.
Now we've hunted down the hackers.
Are you guys ready to see this person?
All new Dr. Phil, Thursday.
For someone else peculiar behavior.
How heavily did it weigh on you that people in the public would actually look at you and think that you cut someone's throat?
It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what the truth is. What matters is a story that people are telling themselves and projecting their worst fears and fantasies onto you. I felt like a blank screen, and anybody could decide who I was in their own mind.
Was there ever a point where you just said, okay, screw it. Think I'm bad, I'll just be bad?
It was bad enough that they took my life and they took my freedom. They couldn't take who I was.
Rodney was on death watch, on death row, which means somebody sits in front of his 6x10, 24 hours a day with the lights on. It's never dark. They never take their eyes off him because they don't want him to kill himself before they have the chance to kill him.
Which, is that person there to be human with him, or are they just staying in their role and staying distant?
What was the biggest adjustment psychologically, emotionally, that you had to accommodate?
You know, I'm interested. I keep hoping that Rodney gets this chance. It was almost as hard to reintegrate back into free society as it was to integrate into unfree society.
Really?
Yes. Having your whole life regulated down to you can't take a shower without someone monitoring you changes you. And it is a challenge to go back into the world that is forever changed. You can't go back to who you were. You have to try to make meaning and sense out of what happened to you, which so often is meaningless and senseless.
Why is he not angry? I talked to him after 22 and a half years, and I said, how angry and bitter are you? And he said, I'm not really angry and bitter at this point. How can he say that? You've been locked up like that. How can he say that?
Right now, he is I mean, look at him. He's in an incredibly stark, dangerous, scary situation. And at least in my experience, you can't indulge your worst emotions when you're surviving.
Has it changed you forever?
Yes. Yeah, understatement, yes. I mean...
You don't get over this?
No. I mean... This is a grief and a trauma that all wrongfully convicted people carry with them for the rest of their life. I have a podcast called The Truth About True Crime that I do with my partner, Christopher, and we look at different cases and try to really humanize the people that are at the center of them.
Right. All right, let's take a